start the stream right before I'm ready, as is usually the case. Okay. Make sure that it's working. It's been a few days since I've done it. I may have forgotten how to do it. That loaded extremely fast. Alright. I forgot where we left off. I think I was exploring this compound. Came under attack by every robot in the game, so I didn't get to finish exploring it. It sucks I don't have a way to take care of those robots without alerting every robot in this entire region to me. It makes it a little difficult to explore. And my cat's in here with me. We got him a new cat tree. Well, my parents gave me a new cat tree for free. Of course, he's not going to use it. He's just going to get in my lap. Alright, watch your paw. There we go. So there we go. Alright. You revving up, bud? I don't know if y'all heard that, but he went to start purring, but he like wound up his purr. Oh, whoa, careful, bud. Can't get up there. Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, don't want to fight those guys. No siree. I start fighting them, and then everything else starts coming after me. There we go. I'll just stay on over there. And I really dig the game just looks so good. And I haven't played it in a few days, so I was missing out. But look at that, like the robot silhouetted on the horizon. The sun coming through the clouds. You don't usually see that in games. Like transparent clouds with the sun coming through. It's usually one or the other. It's gonna be a long crouch walk to our destination. See, and this one's by himself. You'd think you'd be able to fight him by himself. But if I start fighting him, he's going to pull that other crowd to me. And hunters are going to spawn around him as well. Maybe even some runners. Hey, leave the cactus alone, bud. Yeah, I know. I know. Like, I want to fight him, but I know what's going to happen if I do, so I'm not going to bother picking a fight. So I'm pretty sure there's robots at this compound up here as well. At least there was last time. I didn't get to find all the weapons that were here. Might be worth. Alright, depth field radios on hand. Those will come in handy. Things get a little hot, I can drop one and then dip out. Or just let them kill me and then come back to it. Oh no. What my cat wants. You want back out, bud? Yeah, he's going to the door. I'm gonna let him out. Be right back. Alright, well that didn't last long. He doesn't care for that new cat tree. It probably smells like my parents' cat, so he doesn't care for it. Last time we introduced them, they did not get along. Alright, let's hope that we can explore this area in peace. Because there's a lot to find here, a lot of ammunition, but I think I looted most of it when I was running around for my life last time. We did find the gun that was here. Or the weapon. I'm hoping that none of the main story missions, which are mostly just finding notes and stuff, so I don't think there's going to be any combat involved with the main story missions. Come on. I still hope there's not anywhere we have to fight like a tank or a harvester, and like enemies just keep spawning and spawning. So that's not going to be fun. So that, I guess, higher tier weapons, I don't have the firepower to kill them before everything in the game shows up. Come on. Just let me loot it. There we go. I will take that. What if we come back here for a quest later? So it is a pretty large compound with a lot of bodies. Also find it a little odd that it's not marked on the map considering its size. How much loot is here? Yep, still can't get inside the white ones. That's fine. Then we can enter this tent. Oh. Yeah, definitely as much ammo as I can hold, or as I can find, because I spent a lot of ammunition in the last stream trying to fight these robots here. But since we did find the weapon that was here, I'm not going to spend too long. It's only the one way in, it looks like. Well, maybe there's a way out up here. Just to speed things along. Yeah, so we found 2 out of 3 weapons here. And I got chased off by a very large amount of robots. So we found the last one. And then we'll head north a little bit further, then we'll start heading east. I almost thought this was a bow and arrow from a distance. So it kind of looks, not bow and arrow, just a bow. Blue handgun compensator. It's for the 44, I believe, which I don't have on my person. Uh-oh. I don't have anything silent. I guess we're going in with the baseball bat. Cool. Just paranoid I may have triggered a whole heck of a lot more enemies. Someone here really likes their candles. I bet they're not even scented. Also, leaving candles unattended when you leave the house is a good way to catch your house on fire. Oh, there it is. It's all 3 weapons here, so we can move on from this location. So yeah, worth keeping. Alright, so a little further north. Trying to sip my tea and I was walking straight into a robot. Let's pull back a little bit. So we have rivals nearby. Once I start a fight here, I'm sure this guy's gonna come running. And when he comes running, everybody else is gonna come running, so let's play it safe. Also, I can't hear that guy moving around. I know you hear tanks stomping around. I'm pretty sure you hear harvesters too, so it's weird that he's so quiet. I like the rendering on some of these. Or the rendering distance in this game is pretty impressive. Cool, got a safe house. So I'd be a little reckless if I want to. Alright, stop shooting at me, bud. Where'd you go? Oh, there's another one. Cool. We didn't aggro any of the, surrounding robots. Come on. Where's this last one at? Oh, there he is. Not last one, but... Well, he was the last one I killed, right? I wonder if that's worth exploring. It's not marked in the map, but you could have a good gun or something in there anyway. But it is guarded by a hunter and a, well, 2 hunters and a harvester. And there's a runner, 2 runners over there. Maybe 3. I think that's one right there. I really don't need to stop at the safe house. I don't need to drop anything off, so we'll just push in. Honestly, I might choose this part, run in, see if there's anything worth grabbing. Just exit to main menu, trout, and come back to that safe house. No, so far so stealthy. Nothing in this one. It's about to get a little heated, it looks like. You know what? It's probably not worth going to that little outpost. We're gonna see if we can just dip out. Reminds me of when I played Elder Scrolls Online. Back when the game first came out, I was searching for the sky shards. I think that's what those are called, for the skill points. And there's a bunch of them in PvP areas. And this is when the game first came out, there were servers dedicated to each alliance, so they could go get their own sky shards without having to worry about PvP. But I wasn't aware of that at first, so I was going through these PvP servers trying to find these sky shards. And so I was playing a Wood Elf Nightblade with medium armor. That's what the Nightblade uses. And the Wood Elf also gets a bonus to stealth. So it was the stealthiest class you could be. It was as stealthy as you could possibly be. So I was crouch walking across the map. One upside to MMOs is usually there's a like an auto run option. And so I just go into crouch mode and have them just walk across the map while I did whatever I wanted to do elsewhere. But then I accidentally ran across this group of 2 players. I was skirting, it was just in the weirdest spot too. I was just like on this mountainside. No reason for anyone to be there. I wasn't near a sky shard. I wasn't near any landmark. I was just on the side of a mountain walking along. And I think one was AFK and the other one was watching him while he was AFK. He attacked me, so I fought him and I killed him. And then I went into a dungeon to find a sky shard later, and I ran across the same players, and we fought again. And this time so the dungeon was like a multi-level dungeon. When you first enter, you enter at the top, and you work your way down to the bottom where the sky shard's at. Well, we ran across each other at the very top. And so I killed the first one with my ultimate ability, and then the second one I would have killed just outright. There's an ability that the Nightblade has in ESO. You shoot an arrow at them, it knocks them back, but one of the mutations I think also knocks you back, or maybe it's vice versa. It knocks you back, but then if you have the mutation, it knocks them back. Either way, I hit them with that, it knocked them back off the side, knocked me back off the side because it forces you to jump back. We both fell to our death. It was pretty funny. It was a good time. I think it was the Throne of the World dungeon where you get the sky shard at. Because it was all icy inside. It was definitely one of the Skyrim locations. Had some good times in that game. Because at the time I was working third shift. When I was awake, the only guild that was active that I could join, or that I joined, was the was an Australian guild. By third shift, I mean I was working second shift because we were doing 12-hour shifts. So I guess night shift? was fast enough. Yep, sweet. Hey, well, good evening from where I'm at. But good morning to you. Alright, how do I get in here? I think I have an idea. And the question is, how do I get back out? Like I said, just jump off this. Oh, those are mugs. From over here, I thought they were like blocks of cheese. Okay. I'm not sure what I just stumbled upon, but sort of cans, mugs, and apples. Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. If that means charging a robot with a baseball bat, then that's what I'm gonna do. So we already have a blue. I don't need another blue. I think in the last stream I was fighting the bigger robots with a sledgehammer. So, it's not the craziest thing I've done. Whoops, they let me jump. Come on. This way might be easier. There we go. Alright, so we're not going to Boo yet. I want to finish exploring this way. So we'll continue east. So has anyone here played Mordhau? I picked it up on sale. So I was feeling something competitive, and I really like the aesthetic of the game. There's not very many games that actually have all the aesthetics that I like on armor, but Mordhau does a really good job of it. They have my 3 favorite pieces of equipment that you'd put on armor. They have like the gorget, or gorget. I always call it a gorget, but it's probably just a gorget. The cloth around the waist, and they also have like the fur lined. You can put like the fur on your shoulders and your armor, or as a coif. It's really cool. And even the gameplay loop is pretty fun as well, but the community is awful. I've been having a pretty good time with it. It's a very steep learning curve. Actually, I would recommend anyone actually buy the game. Mostly because the community is so bad. But again, the core gameplay is really solid. It's just really toxic. So like the people just aren't good people. Those sorts of games, they attract a certain type of player. There's some good ones too. I've met a couple decent people, but for the most part, it's just a bunch of I leave chat off. I turn off the chat in game, even when I'm not streaming. I haven't streamed it before, of course, but I keep the chat off for a reason. I've never seen anything good in the chat. A lot of racism, a lot of nonsense, and you can't report people in game either. So the game endorses being toxic because you can't report players in game. You have to take a screenshot or a video, go to Discord, so it requires that you have a Discord, and then DM the developers with proof that they were being, toxic. And no one's gonna do that. So it allows people to get away with a lot of stuff. But if you turn the chat off and you just play your own game, ignore the trolls and stuff, then you have a pretty good time with it. But again, I wouldn't recommend anybody actually buy the game. There's a reason I looked at it. The community is stagnating right now, and it's actually dying because of the player base. And of course, those players are also complaining that the game is dying as well. They have no one to blame but themselves. I know I'm complaining about the game a lot, but I do enjoy the game. It is I'm having a good time with it. Again, it's got good bones. I'm also a bit of a masochist. I like challenging myself, and that game is definitely challenging. I'll give it that. It can be super frustrating at times. Heck, even I got a little toxic one time. I called another player a doof, short for doofus. It brings out the worst in me. Did he deserve it? He probably deserved it. It's a little messed up. Sorry you had to deal with that. Remember, I was an officer in a guild in Guild Wars, and what are they called? The guild leader was really toxic, and me and the other officers, when he wasn't on, were like, "Hey, we're just gonna." It probably wasn't very nice of us, but we basically disbanded the guild. So we kicked everyone out of the guild, and then we all left ourselves. So when he came back, he didn't have a guild to come back to. But that dude he was a jerk. Yeah, I think one guy actually recognized me in Mordhau. He asked where he knew me from. It's like, I have no idea. Or he asked where he had seen me. So I don't know, man. A quick Google search might tell you all you need to know. I never played the second one, but I heard good things about it. I played the first one back on dial-up internet. I only played the second two expansions. I never played the original, so I played Factions and Nightfall. But I have heard really good things about Guild Wars 2. There's a reason why it's still around, unlike WildStar. Yeah, I never got into WoW. The only MMO I can really endorse that I guess is still active would be Elder Scrolls Online. But that, again, I only played that up to the first expansion. So I don't know how it is now. I assume that it's only gotten better. Well, maybe not, because it went free to play. When I played, it was subscription based. I hear good things about Lord of the Rings Online as well, but I've never played it, so I can't personally vouch for it. But it's Lord of the Rings, so I mean, you can't go but so wrong with that. So what am I looking for here? A weapon. Don't need that. Already have a blue version of that. Alright, what else do we got? Oh, hello. Yeah, family's doing great. Thanks for asking, man. How you doing? That came out a little Joey-esque. How you doing? No, I'm feeling pretty good. I took a bit of a break from streaming. I'm going to start tailoring back my schedule because my classes start this month, so I'm going to try and spend some more time with the Mrs. And believe it or not, streaming every day does take quite a bit out of you. Let's just go ahead and close this behind us. It's only 6:49 p.m. So pushing 7. But yeah, I think until classes start, I'm only going to stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then when classes start, it's probably only going to be Saturday and Sunday. Unless I feel like I have time to do it on Friday as well. But that'll probably be circumstantial. Don't really want to fight all these guys, but I'm not seeing much of a choice. So what I should do... Oh, there are hunters here. I don't want to fight those guys. Shoot. Alright, how do I want to handle this? Should be 8. Alright, screw it, let's fight these guys. Oh, didn't blow up. That's no good. Oh, hey, chill out, bud. Oh, let me reload and then I'll take care of you, big guy. Oh, jeez. Cool, we didn't aggro anybody else. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, that's right. You watch. Yeah, you watch really early in the morning. It's almost when I get up. I get up at 3 a.m. So I provide you guys quality let's plays and commentary before I'm actually awake. That's probably YouTube being YouTube. I get that a lot. A lot of people get that. Or I guess don't get it. I know the one YouTuber that I had set up to notify me when he uploaded stuff, I never get notifications for it. Hello there. Already have one of you. Are you... Oh yeah, you asked the did. Where are we going? Just glad I can actually sprint around for a bit. I'll have to crouch walk. I did find the weapon here, right? Yeah. Really? Nope. Comes one of those fly guys. Honestly, these houses don't look nearly as big as they actually are. They look a little smaller on the outside than they are on the inside. Oh, this is PC. I'm playing with the Xbox controller, though. So you guys don't have to listen to... Well, I'm not going to do it because I'm in-game. I don't know what's going to happen if I start pressing keys. But I have a mechanical keyboard, so I use a controller for some games to keep it a little quieter. Alright, where to next? I guess we go, I guess, a little further east. Actually, I haven't actually played my Xbox in a long time. I had bought the Kingdom Hearts franchise when it was like really cheap. It was like 70% off or something. It was super duper cheap across the board. And I started playing the first one. I got pretty far into it. It's supposed to be a play along with the Mrs., but our schedules never synced up, so I never made it that far into it. Maybe try and revisit that. Because I've only played and beaten the first, well, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Never played any of the in-between games. But also, I haven't heard good things about Kingdom Hearts 3, so I kind of lost interest in playing through all of them. Yeah, the KF console. Which is obviously going to be the best console this generation. Alright, I'll take you, and you guys, a couple of you guys. Don't need more blue gear, I have plenty of that. And do I want to risk navigating through the... Yeah, let's do it. Past all these rivals. What are they? Got a tank and a tank. Oh boy. Yeah, I saw it. Honestly, really excited about it. I think too many people take their products too seriously, and obviously KFC is not. And I respect that. Sometimes you just have to have fun and be absurd. Maybe now that my I'm one of the big YouTubers, they'll send me a review console, I guess. Is that what we call it? I guess not a review copy. Review console. I'll become a KFC gamer. So after this, I guess we head over here. Oh, they do. Have you seen the trailer for it? They have a little compartment to keep your KFC heated. Oh man, it's about to get dangerous. I don't really have anywhere to go, so we're just gonna push this way. Hope he doesn't see me. Don't do it. Don't do it, bud. You don't want any of this. Yeah, cruising for a bruising. Is that a tent or a rock? It's a rock. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's a reason to come over here. Let's fast travel out of here before things go sideways. We'll head to Boo. Yeah, but just Sweden, as far as I know. A very small scale Terminator. Oh yeah, there's a new trailer that came out that I wanted to check out. There was an announcement that I somehow missed for Endless Dungeon? I don't know if it's supposed to be related to the Endless universe, so like Endless Legend and Dungeon of the Endless. Came out like 2 or 3 weeks ago. The trailer, and I just saw it today. I have a Discord, but it's for members only. I do that for a couple reasons. One, I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, so I don't want to moderate too many people at one time. And it's an easy perk to give, so yeah, you have to be a member to join the Discord. Sorry to say. I've been thinking about opening it up to everybody, but I also have to see how the members feel about that, so they don't feel like they're getting cheated on one of their perks. Okay. Well, I've been seeing a lot of them around, or a lot of dead ones, but I was hoping there aren't too many robots here for me to deal with. Yeah, I definitely prefer indie games. I would say, really, I don't look forward to any AAA releases anymore. Some double A's, sure, but mostly just indie games. Because oftentimes, I mean, sometimes they do tailor to a wider audience, but a lot of indie games do tailor to a specific niche. And I think niche games are typically better because they focus, but they're not as, I don't want to phrase this. They're not as generalized. Like they're not as bland, I guess. I guess a good way of looking at it is they don't have to answer to producers either. Like they don't have to answer to their publishers or CEOs or suits or anybody. They can make what they're passionate about. And that usually bleeds through to that final product. Where a lot of the AAA titles, they have, the developers might have a good idea, but then obviously the people that are, funding the project are like, hey, no, we need to tailor that back so everyone can play and understand this game. Because I was reading about some game earlier where they had to pull certain ideas because they didn't think it was going to be as inclusive to a wider audience. At least that's what the higher up said, and it hurt the game. Yeah, again, I am thinking about opening it up to everybody because it's a little slow now. I'd like a little more activity. It's partially my fault too, because I keep forgetting to check my Discord. It's not something that I use very often. But I'm thinking about putting a poll out on there to see how the members feel about that so they don't feel like they're getting cheated if I open it up to everybody. I've been tossing around a few ideas for the channel. I'm always thinking about ways to improve it. I make a decision, then I always second guess myself, wondering if it's the right one. Cheat. That's anything about cheating. Did I? I don't. They refuse to censor their game? I'm not very into the adult gaming markets. I wouldn't. I know a few games have been pulled from Steam, but that's the extent of my knowledge. Oh sweet, another safe house. I wasn't even paying attention. I might as well take everything. No. I was what I said about Discord was I'm not good at moderating it because I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. I know there's some bots and stuff I can set up. So opening up to everybody. I know that you can get your Discord banned or whatever if people come in and say certain stuff or whatever. I'm trying to play it safe. Because also, I don't really have the time to moderate it either. Not that I'm really worried about my community being, you know, like that. Those people that comment and watch my stuff are usually good people. But there's always that one jerk that comes in and tries to ruin everything for everybody, so that's who I'm trying to avoid. Now I will say this, if you become a member and you unlock the Discord, it is permanently unlocked. Like if you stop being a member, you still have access to the Discord. I'm not going to take it away. Basically, I'm trying to keep everything as casual as I can. Because that's what it's supposed to be, casual. I don't want to turn the channel into work, especially when I have school and work I still have to worry about. The only part that I'm willing to put a ton of work into is the Let's Plays themselves, because that's the bread and butter of my channel. My favorite part of it, and why I do it. So, if anything starts impacting my Let's Plays, I gotta tailor back the other parts. You'd think there'd be a weapon up here. Maybe it's a little too obvious. Also, I like how it's triangular shaped. You don't see a lot of watchtowers with a triangle shape. And so it looks like this area is devoid of robots. Yeah, I love that video of Shia LaBeouf. There's a really funny spoof of that video where the guy, he photoshops or edits that video of Shia LaBeouf on his back porch. It's called like Shia, Get Off My Porch or something like that. It is hilarious. Also, another piece of Shia LaBeouf media you might be interested in watching is Shia LaBeouf the Cannibal. Or Cannibal Shia LaBeouf, maybe that's what it's called. Something like that. Regardless, you put all those words in, the Google search will do the rest. Alright, let's start walking around. I'm pretty sure this area is clear of robots. Plus, we have a safe house nearby, so, again, if we die, not the end of the world. Well, thanks. Let's see what it looks like. I don't remember which one it was. Was it this one? Some midsummer vibes, especially since we're in Sweden. All right. Anyway, let's just get back to our metalhead. Yeah, I was trying to find which one it was, and I remember what it. I didn't actually look and see what it said. I've gotten complacent with my current look. What are they working on in their car that needs a hammer? Maybe if you're fixing a ding or a dent. Off the top of my head, I can't think of another project you need a hammer for on a car. But I almost took one to my car the other day. Hey, howdy, man. And welcome to the stream. Well, that's what I do when I wake up every morning. I'm like, what can I do to make Minsk proud today? Whenever I find myself looking doubt in the face, I think to myself, what would Minsk do? Besides not make this jump. There we go. A little perseverance goes a long way. At least that's what they say. Oh, so all the weapons around the church. It's not saying that there's any in Boo itself. Yeah, I'm not much of a hamster guy. I like hamsters. I have nothing against them, but it's not a pet that I desire. If I were to get a pet that wasn't a cat or a dog, it'd probably be a snake or a turtle. Or crab. I have had hermit crabs before. Sadly, they were put in my siblings' care, and he did not care for them. And so they ate each other. But he was the older one, so... One by one, all the hermit crabs fell. Till only the largest was left alive. A puma? Yeah, it's probably not something I would want to take care of. My cats and dog are a handful enough. Let alone a puma. Yeah, actually, I don't know if you're familiar with what happened to Minsk after Baldur's Gate, but there is, he does have a canon story afterwards. So it is possible we might see him in Baldur's Gate 3. Don't know how they would handle it, but it is a possibility. What's this guy doing? Oh gosh. Enter and exit? Yeah, at least as a reference, I don't necessarily want him as a companion. I feel like his story's ended. But maybe he's just an Easter egg, or have him show up for like one quest or something, nothing overbearing. I don't think we can see Imwin though. It's a little past her lifespan, because it takes what place? Like 100 years after the fact? Now, of course, there's always like magic and stuff, or I'm sure there's ways they could fit it in. But I'm fine not having Imwin in it, because that'd be weird. Well, I don't know, because I don't know what they're going to do with this story. I guess it depends on the story, too. Jaheira might be around? I don't know how old she was, actually, in Baldur's Gate. Now, I think if they went with some more side characters, like Baloth would be fun. Baloth is a man after my own heart with all the alliteration. Let's see, I think... Who else could... I think... there's a few characters they were speculating they could show up in Baldur's Gate 3. It was Minsk. I think Jaheira was one. Corwin. Oh, sweet. Alright, one more weapon we gotta find laying around here somewhere. Yeah, I think if they kept it a little more subtle with smaller side characters, Minsk is probably the only major character I would want to see return, but in a small capacity. Yeah, I mean, I used her a couple times. I shapeshifted her a few times because I think it's neat, but it's just it isn't as good. A lot of games do that. There's a lot of games that have shapeshifting classes, like Dragon Age Origins, for instance, but they're basically useless. Because I wanted to do a shapeshifting playthrough of Origins, and I started it. I couldn't get into it. Mostly because I didn't have the time at the time. But we'll see. Maybe that's something for the future. Those could be in Baldur's Gate 3 since they're expanding a lot of the roster. They already have it with a cat familiar. I did watch a video on the familiars in the game because I figured that'd be spoiler free enough for me to check out. Because I am trying to keep Baldur's Gate 3 as spoiler free as possible. But I was like, you know what? Let's see what familiars they're throwing in the game. Sorry if I heard that. There's a loud noise. It's like somebody may have fallen over. I gotta find one more gun. I think I checked the tower already. I didn't see one up there. Gotta find... Alright, I'm gonna check back inside the church. I don't think there's gonna be any more out here. Could be. I'm sure I've ran past it a couple times. Alright, sorry about that. They even find any weapons inside the church, or were they all outside? I thought they were all outside. Something tells me there might be one inside. Oh no, I found two in that building over here. But check the watchtower as well. I don't think that's part of Boo Church. I think that's part of Boo itself. Well, we found that shotgun too, didn't we? That'd be 4 weapons, because we found the 2 pistols. in here, right? Yeah. So we found the one out next to the cemetery, next to the grave, next to the tombstone. What's going on here? Hold on. I saw Nuber? I'm sure he'll be back in Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, seriously, is a Gatling upstairs that I missed? Are you goofing with me? It's not like there's any Gatlings, right? It's just the LMGs. I think you're goofing with me. So I found 3 handguns and I found a shotgun. But I don't know if that shotgun is in the range of the church or if it's in the town itself. Because it didn't update when I picked it up. Where's that handgun at? It was like over here somewhere. Well, shoot. Where did it go? I thought it was right here. Or right here. Regardless, I picked it up, didn't I? Oh, I wonder if it... No, because the shotgun didn't trigger. I'm curious if the shotgun is part of the... Shoot, where's the shotgun at? Was it this one? Oh, we haven't been in here yet. Here we go. Or have we? I just didn't loot that guy. Huh. Where's the other building that had the shotgun in it? Oh, we haven't been in here either.
Charlotte, det är jag Freddy. Hoppas du är okej. Allt går åt helvete här borta. Jag drog till morbror Kalle så fort jag sa Fredrik sköt. Och vi blev anfallna av en stor metallutomjording. På något sätt så fick vi in den i ladan och lyckades låsa dörrarna. Hoppas att det håller tillräckligt länge för att grabbarna i grön ska komma hit. Jag såg inte deras rymdskepp, men det måste vara samma varelse som den där lilla flygande saken jag såg för några dagar sedan. Snart, du måste tro på mig den här gången. Och ring snuten. De lyssnar inte på mig längre. Ses på andra sidan.
So this guy thinks it's aliens. That's fair. I didn't see a gun in here, but I obviously didn't explore this place as well as I thought I did, because I missed a store and that other building over there. Well, shoot. Shoot indeed. I don't know what to, what this last gun is at. I don't remember where the shotgun was at. the one that was all the way up there on that hill? It seems too far away for the church, though. Whoops. This is the one that had the shotgun in it. I can't. It's too heavy. Let me try something, because if that shotgun counts, sometimes I know it bugs out. Just let me exit the main menu and come back into the game. Nope, still 3 out of 4. Well, I don't want to leave the gun. Or the weapon. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna leave it be, because I don't know... Did I explore everything here? Because Boo doesn't have weapons itself, it's just the church. Well, maybe it was an update? I know they've added stuff to the game. It's like I get recommended YouTube videos for it now that I stream it. So based on the titles, I know they've added stuff to the game that doesn't have a purpose yet. Because they have another expansion coming out this year, I think. But it also depends on which church, because this is the Boo church. Because there's also like, what, the Ibelholm church? Or Ibelhelm church? This is where I'm at right now. Basically in the center of the map. Do wish that I could find that last weapon, though. It's gonna bother me. Checked the watchtower, I checked in here, I checked the store, found that shotgun, found 2 pistols. Let's go check across the street. Get me to pick up that thingy. Where'd it go? This game is about... So, in short, you are a college student who came back to Sweden from some sort of trip. I don't remember what the trip was about. Some sort of college trip. And on your way back to shore, your boat gets blown up by something on shore. You later find out it was a robot. Everybody's missing or dead. And robots are roaming the countryside, and they attack you on sight. So you kill robots, and the quests are basically I'm hunting down all these letters and notes. So each time I arrive at a location, it's like, hey, head here or whatever on the note. So we're trying to figure out what happened to everybody. Some people were evacuated. Some people were heading to bunkers and things like that. I'm still figuring out the story for myself. I've only knocked out like 2 or 3 main quests. There was some Russian chatter. Oh, it also takes place in the 80s. It takes place in 1989. I'll just explain the aesthetics. But yeah, I can't tell you like what's actually happening because I don't know yet. I will say that the Swedes are definitely very kitted out with weapons. They're not messing around. Every house is loaded up with ammunition and weapons and guns and... Alright, who saw me? This is not a fight you want, buddy. You stay up there and I'll stay down here. What'd I tell you? What did I tell you? Shots always seem a little off in this game, so I gotta be careful. He ducked down in the last second. Where? Alright, swing away, George. Didn't go as smoothly as I was hoping, but you know what? It's done. What more could you ask for? Ton of sandbags. I wonder where they got all the sand from. Because based on personal experience, sandbags don't come preloaded. You have to fill them up yourself when you get somewhere. So someone filled up a ton of sandbags here. So I need to put that there because I have a safe house right across the road. You know what I will put down? Alright, good. I have my sprinting back. I'll check out the roof in a second. Really, no ammunition or guns up here? I feel like this would be the ideal place. Also, sheet metal, very bad to have as cover. Alright, so I didn't find any weapons on this side either, so it has to be back towards the church. I don't know. It'd be sad if I can't find it, but just don't know. Guess I'm not gonna worry about it. Because I found 4 weapons. I found 2 Magnus and Magni, 1 Molar, and then the shotgun. So, all right. So this is the bunker that leads here. Okay. Okay. Do I have the codes that I need for this? I know I found 2 codes. I don't know if I found all 3 of the ones that I needed. Really don't need that. All right. In we go. Should probably equip a shotgun, because we usually fight ticks in here. And I don't think that the rifle's going to be very good in these close quarters. Never get tired of that. I actually haven't used a flashlight. The fins, huh? We'll see. There's some speculation so far about the Russians and aliens. Sweet, I do have all three that I need. Also, that door is not designed to open here. It went right through those stairs. So is there anything here? Like weapons or anything? No. So inconvenient. It's a hallway like that. The doors should open into the rooms that they lead to, not out of them. Did it pick up in here? Okay. Some stairs leading up. Let's check out these doors here first. Okay. Good place for ammunition. So I wonder if there's like, going to be any enemies in this bunker. I don't think there's been any bunkers we've gone into that didn't have enemies in it. Even the very first one had ticks, I think. Yeah, the very first one definitely had ticks. The Ibelhelm or Ibelholm bunker. So this is unprecedented. I hope not, so long as I don't run across any sewer levels. Probably heard a tick though. So we do have enemies in here. It does kind of look like Cry of Fear though, doesn't it? I'll save that white door for later. Yeah, I know, running's disabled. Or sprint. Say sprint or running. This is sprint. Alright, let's go to that white door and see if we can't get some power applied to this place. See, your first mistake was hesitating. Oh, this guy down here. Oh, he's got buddies. I can't sprint. Oh, they keep appearing out of the smoke in the darkness. Well, I watched the miracle of birth take place earlier. Saw one of the hunters actually deposit the ticks on the ground. Oh, side passages here. Let's go check these out before I go turn on the power. Oh, they'll probably require power. Let's go turn on the power first. This one probably doesn't, because it just leads outside, right? Or to a big hangar. Okay. That then leads outside. Why can't I charge up my swing? Is it because I'm over encumbered? If so, that's lame. Whew. A little sleepy. I think once I turn on the power to this bunker and finish exploring it, I'll call it a stream. So, still have a little ways to go because there's still a lot to explore, it seems. There's a lot of doors that need power to go through. Well, this would have been the easiest way. Power's right here. Oh, I came in through that side. Well, not right here, but... Alright. What's on her face? Where's it at? Is it head? Oh, here it is. How'd that miss? Are you kidding me? Well, that was embarrassing. Seriously? I'm stuck. Can't move. I want to see what's on this side. No power? Oh, I didn't turn the power on. Whoops. Ah. Well, that'll do it. Oh, I hit the switch. Okay. Just have to go somewhere else to start. Okay. That's fine, I'm only dying down here. Also, what are they pumping through the bunker that's killing everybody? But who's pumping mustard gas through all the bunkers? I feel like, I mean, that makes sense because mustard gas sinks and it hovers low to the ground, so if it's at the bottom of the bunker, that makes sense. But they should still have a filtration system in place and a bunker to prevent that. Oh, the robots have mustard gas? Some nasty robots. You think being in Sweden, being so close to Geneva, they'd be a little more conscious of biological warfare like that. Oh, okay. Weird place to hold mustard gas, but okay. I feel like having like an isolated concrete. I know that's kind of what a bunker is, but not one that holds personnel.
Sorken, kom in Sorken. Fan också. Lyssna, det här är kapten Lindqvist vid F23. Vi är helt och hållet vinklippta här. Bara en enda skvadron bråken lyckades lyfta innan vi förlorade startbanan. Och vi har tappat kontakten med dem. Fienden är... Jag har aldrig sett någon liknande. Det är robotar. Hur i helvete känner vi inte till det här från USL? Vi har retirerat till vapenförrådet i bergrummet för att beväpna pansarvärn. Om vi inte kan återta startbanan kommer vi att sabotera den för att förhindra fienden och etablera brohuvud via luften. Elförsörjningen kommer och går och vi vet inte hur mycket tid vi har. Skicka förstärkning om möjligt, men vi kommer inte invänta den. Lindqvist, klart slut.
Alright, so refueling. Alright, so we have 2 more quests. Where are they at? A side quest there. Alright, so that's flying blind. Where's the other one at? All the way up here. Okay, cool. Well, before I do those, I'm going to finish exploring this area, which we don't have a lot left to do. We just unlocked a safe house, so it's a good place to call the stream. The next one, what we'll do is finish exploring this area, do that side quest, and then knock out the 2 main quests that we have. Then we'll move on to the next area, which I'll probably go southeast, or southwest, and take care of that. Yeah, that's a good place to call it. Alright, so I'm going to stop the stream here. The next one, that's what we'll do. We'll finish exploring the farmlands at least. And probably go take care of these missions as well, since we do have safe houses kind of nearby. That's not it. Where's it at? Where'd it go? Yeah, we do have a safe house next to the airbase. Though we have an safe house just south of this one. So cool. We have a direction. We'll take care of it next time. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Take care. Have a good rest of your day or night. Or Friday, if it's Friday for you guys. I know it's Saturday for some of you guys. And hope to see you guys in the next one. Alright, take it easy, everybody.